the biggest one of this match day 26. Liverpool in Anfield against Manchester United. It may sound weird or maybe not, but after lifting a trophy, you don't think that winning or losing don't you think that winning or losing at Liverpool could tell us, Tom, more about the real state of this Manchester United than winning the League Cup? Manchester United can start the game 14 points behind Arsenal and Liverpool 9 points behind the fourth spot. Last time in Anfield in the Premier League was a 4-0 for Liverpool. Of course, completely different moments in time. But at the same time, I believe if there is a team that can score 4 against this Manchester United, that is Liverpool, even when they are far from their best, as is the case now. But on a good night, the quality is there. Would you look for goals, or you imagine a more conservative approach from both sides here?
Yeah, tricky, isn't it? Because so often we hype these games, so often they end up with a diabolical 0-0. So I don't want to go wild, but look, I do think Liverpool, good victory in midweek, solid victory against Wolves in midweek. You know, getting back on the flat track and winning games at home is important. But the issues that we've discussed long this season are still there. Van Dijk and 𝐬𝐭𝐸 at centre-half. What's happened to Van Dijk? Is he ever going to come back to the player he once was? The midfield, who plays? Game the other week had Jordan Henderson, James Milner and Naby Keita in midfield. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near a title-winning midfield for Liverpool. And up front, Núñez has come back, but he's hot and cold. 𝐿𝐭𝐸 hot and cold, and Salah has had his worst goal-scoring season since his Chelsea days. So all sorts of issues there with Liverpool, though, of course, it's Anfield and their biggest rival, so it's going to be a massive game for them. In terms of Man United, your question was quite interesting, and I think we learned a lot about Man United this week, because the win over Leicester City in the Premier League last weekend, or the weekend before even, was really impressive. Last Premier League weekend, it was a kind of to and fro sort of game. David De Gea, again, makes an incredible save and keeps them in the game, and then they go on to win it, and they win it impressively. The cup final victory was one of the most professional cup final victories you're ever going to see. They swatted Newcastle aside in 40 minutes, then shut the game down. And then against a West Ham team who are playing okay at the moment, they go 1-0 down at home. They bring on the cavalry and they find a way to win that game. In the end, it flattered them, a 3-1 scoreline, but they're through in the FA Cup. So right now, they're riding a crest of a wave. And we often talk about, as a team playing too many games. You can't have too many games if you're winning. If you're winning and you get that winning feeling more and more and more and more and more, you crave it even more and you get it even more. And that's where Manchester United are right now. And I think a loss this weekend might be devastating, but a win this weekend, and I think they continue that feeling of they are invincible. That's how they feel right now. Like Boris in GoldenEye. They feel utterly invincible at this moment in time. That's one of the hardcore fans there. So I just feel like in this game, Man United are a better team. Defensively better. Midfield, they are stronger. Casemiro fit for a big Premier League game will make a massive difference. And Marcus Rashford is the form player in the Premier League right now. I can't see a scenario where I would bet on a Liverpool win. I don't say I don't see it, but I will say I wouldn't bet on it. The things I think you're looking at here is both teams to score, because I think both teams will score. I don't see it being a wild 3-3, but I can certainly see both teams scoring 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, those kind of score lines. What are Man United going to do? That's where your money is. Marcus Rashford to score around 3-1. Absolutely. 2 shots on target from each team in each half. That's quite a nice bet at 5-1. Salah to have 2 shots on target at 3-1 is also quite nice. Both teams score. Pick a winner and look at the Rashford and Salah markets, both to have shots on target. But I think this is going to be a really good game with both teams scoring.
Yes, in the comments, like Mr. Beats, Manchester United and over 2.5. For some others, the opinion is like these games tend to be a draw in the end. Someone pointing at the double chance for Manchester United, which is actually now standing at 1.64. But definitely the biggest game of this match day 26 in the Premier League.